Welcome to Old Guys on Bikes. Old Guys on Bikes presents Cambodia Day 5. So on Day 5 we are going from Banlung to the Laos border, and we're going to be staying on a sandy island in the middle of the Mekong River. But before we get there, we have a good day's worth of riding. And we start off from our accommodation where we had a rest day and make it downhill to the first fuel stop, which is standard on our trips for fueling up at the beginning of the day. But here we're following Suzuki Guy just on the trails to the fuel station. Here we go, and one-eyed Yamaha guy seems to have attracted a crowd of children.
How's the mighty WR?
All bad. And now he's giving some advice on
Don't
the
touch it.
WR.
The clutch cable is always crap, and these are always real. See that? This is how much sag there
I'm
is
not
there.
sure that Mitch is actually listening to it. So. But from here, we're with Suzuki Guy as we pull out into traffic and start our run along the tarmac. But before long we'll hit dust roads again, and then we'll be winding through 35 k's of trails. And there we go. But before that we have a few stops. Here we are behind Yamaha Guy, and he's back on a Yamaha. Yes, they took the beater off him because he broke it, and he's back on a Yamaha. Not his beloved YZ, but a WR. And back with Suzuki Guy and trying to share the camera footage around today. And we're winding down to our first stop, and this is a active minefield. I'll let the commentary go.
Just part of the OGOB.
Pretty much. Get into it now, yeah. I mean, Lungpak was.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there. Basically from here. I mean, even further south, so at Mondulkiri, where we were a few days ago, like east of that, closer to the border, is Ho Chi Minh Trail. But you know, down in Cambodia, they call it the Sihanouk Trail, but still same thing, same network.
$10 is you don't go riding there, Tony.
Yeah, no.
Not this time.
Not this time. Just think they've been blowing up.
You said WRs are bulletproof.
You can explain that one to your sister.
As you can see or hear, Mitch is trying to take over the comedian's role for the day. But after the minefield we roll into our little village on the shores of the river, and before we board a raft we have a bit of a break and a snack with a coconut and a bamboo rice banana sort of snack. That was Toby, and one-eyed Yamaha guy's going to show us around the shop there.
Hey.
All nice and orderly, and there's our coconuts waiting for us. Well, we had our coconuts and then it was just a roll down the hill onto this well constructed raft, and there's one ute onto it and the rest of us are rolling on as one eye does the trick with the camera. We managed to pack all our bikes on 2 vehicles and a whole heap of others. Crossing the river. There we go. And this barge, lovely barge. Right in front. So there you have it. I'm letting some of the commentary as said on the day be put in here, and because of that there will be expletives, especially from Suzuki Guy. But here we go, rolling off the raft. So we made it across the river and up and through the villages along the banks of the river on the other side. There's the Yamaha guy in front of us. Yamaha guy with myself and Toby in front. Back to Suzuki guy. Oh, that looked a little dodgy coming onto that bridge there. And we hit another bridge. And they don't build flat bridges. They seem to have bumps and humps in them. Don't know if that was by design. Oh, what's going on here? Suzuki guy, you're going the wrong way, man. Or was it that we went the wrong way and had to turn around and come back? I think it's the latter, to be quite honest. Toby was finding himself a little bit geographically challenged on today's ride at some points, which is not surprising if you've seen the other videos. His Navman wasn't working the best for him. But here we go, back on the right trail now, hopefully. And we'll leave Suzuki guy, and it's another change trail situation, which is easy enough to do because you just ride through the trees and over to the next one. There we go. And we're behind one-eyed Yamaha guy here on the sand, and he seems to have mastered it from the other day's absolutely abysmal performance on the soft sand. And watch out, pigs crossing. And back here with Adam behind Suzuki guy, and just making their way cautiously through trees and muck there. Back with Suzuki guy. Oh, he's caught up. All good, time to go. And we get some commentary on that later. Yes, we do. Suzuki guy not impressed that we don't let them have a rest. But here we are. He picks up Yamaha guy in front of him. And the trails were pretty rutty and rough through some parts here, really rutty in some areas, but Suzuki guy's going okay there. And here we go, we're all stopped. Toby's over there waving his arms.
These guys stop to get a rest, and then as soon as we catch up they go again.
There we go, Suzuki guy's had his little complaint, but what we're stopped for is a trailer on its side. So being large, overweight white men, we're going to stop and lend our body weight to these fellas. Oh, need a few more. That's it. When I get in there, put your shoulder behind it. Here we go. Oh. Now that was one of those ruts that took care of that trailer there. So down, the old crank handle start on it. These things are everywhere in Cambodia, and they've replaced the oxen in most cases. Just brilliant, look at that. And they're off, just like that. Good deed done. Over a little bridge. And I think the others are coming over the bridge as well. There they are. Some tricks to catch young players here. The hole's just big enough for the front wheel to fall into. But we're with one-eyed Yamaha guy behind Yamaha guy, down into the water. A little bit tentative. At least one-eyed cleaned his camera lens. Adam often forgets to. And here we go, a little bit of a murky view of Suzuki guy tackling one of these big ruts again. Trying to go around them. Making around the ears. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen they've just passed winter. And yeah, I apologise for the language. You know. And there go the family of 4 on the scooter, having a good old laugh. And Adam's coming back to help. Bike stuck up to his axles in really sticky mud.
So they're going around.
Lux is there, and I'm just going to leave Lux to sort it out. Bugger that. And we will leave Lux to sort it out. Meanwhile, back on the trail, for those of us who didn't ride into the mud, I'm out and around One-Eyed Yamaha guy, and watch out chickens. And yes, look at that. Stu got out of the mud, or Suzuki guy got out of the mud. And here we are, back on the trail, big ruts again. And we roll down to our second river crossing, and this is going to be our lunch break, because back at the CAF we picked up a packed lunch, and it was beautiful. So not all of us could fit on the raft, so some of us are going across first. Oh, watch out, Toby! Bugger. He saved it.
You might be a while, boys. Hey, you got too much weight.
I'd just like to thank Adam for the expert commentary there. Yes, we were overweight. Yes, we got stuck on the bottom of the river. But not as stuck as Mitchell got. Or Yamaha guy, as we should say. Yeah. Oh look, I'm just going to spray the raft. Operator, about now. Or now. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well done. There you go. Improving relations everywhere he goes. And here's the second lot. And surprise, surprise, there's less of them, and they get a little stuck as well. Well, people in glass houses should not throw stones, I guess. And here you go. That's how you do it, Yamaha guy. You just ride off. You don't get stuck in the mud. Well, from there it was pretty much open roads, and just like this, before we got to where we had to get on another lot of boats. But prior to that, we stopped for a drink above the mighty Mekong. Beautiful view if you ignore the plastic below you. And then we had to reverse the bikes down onto the rafts. We had some technical difficulties with the cameras around this time, like none of them working. So it's all still shots here, but we load ourselves onto the rafts. The rafts have got the orange bins, and you know what's in the orange bins? Beers. That's right. So having a few beers, motor down the Mekong. There we go. Where's our bikes? Bikes are over there on the other one. And that's Laos to our right hand side, and Cambodia to our left. There we go. And we're on our island. That's Cambodia we're looking at. Here's Toby with the beers.
Good man.
Awesome. Cheers. And that's after we'd had a swim in the Mekong River. That's correct. We went for a swim in the Mekong. There's our barbecue getting prepared. Some of the boys sorting out their tents. That's our accommodation for the night. The sun going down. Just idyllic.
Yeah, I've got doing a video then.
Yeah.
tell you what, that blade deep stuff.
There we
Right
go.
away, you could-
Absolutely great night. Awesome feed. One of the best of the trip, in my opinion. Of course, it was rice with barbecue meat, but it was brilliant. The tents there. The moon. Oh, you're doing a brilliant job, one-eyed. And a boat motoring up the Mekong. Produced by old guys on bikes. Narrated by Honda Guy. Music by 7%. Keep watching for day 6.